Hello students, hope you all are doing your practice of these journal questions. So today we will start this lesson with a new concept and a question. So the new concept is compound entry. First of all, I will tell you what is compound entry and then we will solve a question. Now we are doing the concept compound entry. What is compound entry? There are three cases: debiting one account and crediting two or more account. When we are debiting one account and crediting two or more accounts, then it is compound entry. And crediting one account, when we are crediting one account and debiting two or more accounts, then it is a compound entry. And two or more accounts can be debited or credited. So I am taking examples of these three. First case is debiting one account and crediting two or more accounts. Suppose we have purchased machinery. And half the payment made by cash and half by check, rupees 50,000. So in this transaction we have purchased machinery and half the amount we are paying by cash and half by check. So the amount is total 50,000. So here we have accounts. If we identify the accounts, that is machinery and cash and check. Check means we are paying through check. So machinery is what type of account? It is real account. Next, cash, it is real account. And bank, check. Through check we are making payment. That means bank is decreasing. The bank account is, amount of the bank account is decreasing. So we will take it as bank. So bank is personal account. So now we will apply the rules of these three. First is machinery, real account. Then cash, real account. Then check, it is personal account. Now we will apply the rules and identify what will be the debited amount and what will be credited. So machinery, the rule of the real account is what comes in debit. So machinery will be debit because we are purchasing machinery. We are paying cash, so cash is going out, so it will be credited. Then personal account rule is debit is the receiver and credit is the giver. So check means bank. So bank is the giver, so it will be credited. Now the entry will be here one account is debited and other two are credited. The case is here, case 1, debiting one account and crediting two or more accounts. So we will make the entry machinery account debit to cash account to bank account. So we will write here the amount. The amount will be 50,000 here because the value of the machinery is 50,000 and we are paying cash 25,000. Half the amount is being paid by cash and half by check. So in bank we will write 25,000. So this is the case 1. Now we will do case 2. So in case 2, I am giving you one more example. Suppose on the very next day, suppose on January 1st, January 31st, we are paying salary paid rupees 10,000 and rent paid rupees 5,000. These are the entries, these are the transactions we have given for January 31st. Now we will do the journal entry of this. So we are paying salary. If we are paying salary, one account is salary. So we are paying, that means one is salary and the other is cash. In other case, we are paying rent. Rent is our expense. Rent, first thing is rent and then second is cash. These are the two accounts that are effective in both the cases. This is the first, this is the second one. This is the first transaction and this is the second transaction. And these two transactions are happening on the same day. So salary first, then cash, then rent and then cash. So salary is nominal account. Why it belongs to the nominal account? Because it is expense. And rent is also nominal account because it is an expense. And we are paying salary and rent. That means we are paying expenses. If we are paying expenses, then it will be debited because all expenses and losses are debit. So it will be debited, and in both cases cash is going out. If cash is going out, it is a real account. Cash is going out, so it will be credited. Now we are saying that here in both cases cash is going out. कैश जा रहा है तो हम इसकी कंबाइंड एंट्री कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पे ये भी डेबिट है, ये भी डेबिट है और ट्रांजैक्शन सेम डे को है, तो हम इसकी टू एंट्रीज भी कर सकते हैं. सैलरीज अकाउंट डेबिट, सैलरीज अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश अकाउंट डेबिट. So salaries account debit, the amount is given 10,000 and next entry is rent account debit to cash account, and we will write here 5,000 and 5,000. So these are two entries. In both the entries cash is being credited, so we can make a combined entry, that is salary account debit because salary is being debited, and rent account debit, rent account debit to cash. So now the question is what is the amount we will write? In salary we will write 10,000. In rent we will write 5,000, and in cash, because cash is going out and cash is going 15,000, so we will write 15,000 over there. So this is the case number 2. Case number 2 is crediting one account. This is we are crediting one account and debiting two or more accounts. So we are debiting two or more accounts. So next case is case 3. In this case, debiting two or more accounts and crediting two or more accounts. So let us take an example. Suppose we are purchasing a running business of a person. The name of the person is suppose Ram. We are purchasing the business of Ram. So Ram is giving us, the person is giving us furniture of the value 20,000. He is giving us machinery. Then 10,000, 50,000 suppose. He is giving us debtors. The person from whom he has to receive the money, and the debtors are 10,000. Next, in his bank account, the amount is 20,000. And he is also giving us, because we are purchasing the business of a person, so when we purchase the business of a person, we take his assets as well as liabilities. So if we are taking his assets, then liabilities, suppose creditors, the person's creditors are, उसके creditors हैं जो उसकी जिन persons को उसने payment करनी है, वो suppose 50,000 हैं. कुछ bills हैं जो उसने pay करनी है, तो bills payable account, bills payable account, तो ये हमारे पास bills payable, let's say it is 20,000, and capital is 30,000. So we are purchasing a business from Ram, and this is Ram's running business. So in this we can see these are our assets and these are our liabilities. So all the assets will be debited. Furniture account debit, machinery account debit, account. So why to repeat, I am writing here 2, ये सब डेबिट हो जाएंगे और यहाँ पे हमारे पास लायबिलिटीज हैं वो क्रेडिट हो जाएंगी. क्रेडिटर्स अकाउंट क्रेडिट, यहाँ लिखते नहीं है क्रेडिट. 2 बिल्स पेएबल अकाउंट, 2 कैपिटल अकाउंट. So the amount is 50, 20 and 30. So this is the journal entry when we are purchasing the business of Ram and debiting 2 or more accounts. We are debiting here 2 or more accounts and we are crediting here 2 or more accounts. 2 or more accounts are crediting. So this is known as opening entry. Opening entry, or when we start business or we purchase the business of a person, this is the first entry we do in our accounts. So this is known as opening entry. In this entry, more accounts, 2 or more accounts are debiting and 2 or more accounts are crediting. So you can check here the total. The total is 1 lakh here and 1 lakh here. That means you have posted it, you have recorded it right. So this recording is right. All the assets are debit and all the liabilities are credit. Here you can write, if you have confusion, you can here write goodwill account, because goodwill is our asset. When a person is selling his business, so he may have goodwill. So goodwill is debit because goodwill is assets. I have taken here all the assets and I have taken here all the liabilities. So this is compound entry we have done. Compound entries are of three types. First one is debiting one account and crediting two or more accounts. Second is crediting one account and debiting two or more accounts. And third is debiting two or more accounts and crediting two or more accounts. When we are debiting two or more and crediting also two or more accounts. So these are known as compound entries. So don't be confused. Do practice. When you will do practice, you will be expert of these type of entries too. Now let's do one more question of journal. There are some new concepts in this question, so I am taking this question. So first entry is the transaction given over here. Goods purchased from Mohan for cash rupees 50,000. So goods are purchased here from Mohan. The name is given as well as for cash is given. So you can see here Mohan is given and for cash is also given. So we assume it here that the purchases are for cash, because I have told you in the previous lessons, when the name is given as well as for cash is given, then you assume that the purchases or sales are in cash. So first of all, we will identify what are the accounts that are affected over here. The accounts are, first is purchases, because we are purchasing something. Purchasing means we are purchasing goods. So whenever we purchase goods, we take it as purchases. So purchases account, and the other is cash account, because we are paying cash. So next, after identification, we will see what is the nature of the account. So the nature of the account is, if we see purchases, we are doing purchases, that means we are doing expenses, and expenses belongs to nominal account. So this is nominal account, and cash is real account because it is an asset. So the rule of the nominal account is all expenses are debit, so it will be debited. Purchases will be debited. Here we will apply rule. There are 3 steps. These steps are for beginners when you will be perfect in doing journal questions. So then no need to write these steps. These steps are for beginner students. So first of all identify, then nature, then rule. So now we are applying rules. Nominal account, that means expenses. So expenses are debit, and real account says when the cash is going out, it will be credited. So here the purchases will be debited and cash will be credited. So we will do this in the format of journal. We will write this. This is given. The year is not given. We assume it has 2019. 2019 is the date. Year and date is given May 1. So we will write here purchases account debit and to cash account. So the amount is given here 50,000. So we will write here 50,000. 50,000 over here. It will be in credit side. There is no need to write here credit. To identifies that it is the credit amount. अगर हम to लिख रहे हैं साथ में, तो ये ऑटोमेटिकली अज्यूम किया जाता है कि ये क्रेडिट वाला अकाउंट है. तो यहाँ पे हम क्रेडिट नहीं लिखेंगे, बट उसका अमाउंट हम क्रेडिट में लिखते हैं. यहाँ पे हम नरेशन लिखेंगे परचेज्ड गुड्स फॉर कैश. Next we have May 3. Yes. The next entry is, in the next transaction, we have goods sold to Rajiv 40,000. Now the goods are sold. So the first thing is sale account. The first account that is affected is sales account. So next is Rajiv account. So why we are taking Rajiv? Because name is mentioned here. So whenever the name is mentioned, nothing is given that goods are sold for cash or whatever on credit, nothing is given. We assume that if the name is given, we assume it as credit sales. So Rajiv, we will write here only Rajiv, not Rajiv's account. So you can write here Rajiv's account. When you write it as Rajiv account, it is wrong. So sales. What is the nature of sales? When we are selling something, that means we are earning income. So if we are earning income, that belongs to nominal account, and Rajiv is personal account. Now the nominal account rule is debit all expenses, credit all incomes. Here sales is income, so it will be credited, and personal account says that debit is the receiver and credit is the giver. So Rajiv is the receiver here because he is receiving goods, because we are selling him the goods. So next entry will be Rajiv debit to sales account, and the amount is 40,000. Next, we will write here narration, sold goods to Rajiv. Next, we have May 7. Rajiv returned 10% of goods. Now, Rajiv is returning us goods. So, the one account is Rajiv because he is returning us goods. This is the case of sale return. So one account is Rajiv and the other account is sale return account. So I have told you in previous lessons that whenever sales are there and sales is our income, sales are our income, and when sales returns are there, the person whom we have made sales is returning goods to us, then income is credited, then it will be debited. It is the reverse of sales. Likewise, we are purchasing something. Purchases are debit because it is expense. So when purchase return is there, purchase return, it will be the reverse of purchases. So it will be credited. So make it clear that whenever purchases are there and purchases return are the inverse of the purchases and sales return are the inverse of the sale. So whenever we are dealing with sale return, so the sale return will be, now the sale return will be debited. And Rajiv, now Rajiv is receiving back the goods. Now the Rajiv is receiver, so debit the receiver and credit the giver. Rajiv returned 10% of goods. Sorry, Rajiv here returning us goods because we are selling. So he will be credited because he is the giver. Now he is giving us back the goods. So the entry over here is Now we will do the sales return debit and to Rajiv. So we will write here the amount. The amount is 40,000 multiplied by, because he is saying that 10% of 40,000. 40,000 का 10% वो रिटर्न कर रहा है हमें. अगर ये रिटर्न कर रहा है दैट मीन्स कि हमें 4,000 की गुड्स हैं वो रिटर्न कर रहा है. तो हम लिखेंगे यहाँ 4,000. तो आप यहाँ देख सकते हो कि मैंने यहाँ सेल्स क्रेडिट किया था तो सेल्स रिटर्न यहाँ डेबिट होगा. इसी तरह से जैसे मैं परचेजेस यहाँ डेबिट कर रही हूँ, अगर परचेज रिटर्न होता तो क्रेडिट होता. तो यहाँ हम लिखेंगे रिटर्न गुड्स टू राजीव, रिटर्न गुड्स बाय राजीव. Next, by 9. Next we have the entry withdrew cash from office for personal use 10,000. Now cash is withdrawn and cash is withdrawn from office. Office से cash निकाला गया. किस चीज के लिए? विड्रू फ्रॉम ऑफिस फॉर पर्सनल यूज. पर्सनल यूज के लिए कैश निकाला गया है. सो पर्सनल यूज, अगर ऑनर अपने पर्सनल यूज के लिए कुछ अमाउंट विड्रॉ करता है बिजनेस में से, तो हम उसे ड्रॉइंग्स बोलते हैं. और ड्रॉइंग्स एक पर्सनल अकाउंट है. ड्रॉइंग्स अकाउंट पर्सनल अकाउंट है, जैसे कि कैपिटल अकाउंट भी एक पर्सनल अकाउंट है, क्योंकि ये बिलोंग करता है उस अमाउंट से, उस पर्सन के वो अमाउंट ये शो कर रहा है जो ये ऑफिस में से निकलवा रहा है अपने पर्सनल यूज के लिए. तो पर्सनल अकाउंट, दिस इज द पर्सनल अकाउंट एंड दिस इज द रियल अकाउंट. सो विड्रू कैश फ्रॉम ऑफिस फॉर पर्सनल यूज. Now he is withdrawing for personal use, and person here, the person who is receiving the amount, जो amount ये receive कर रहा है, तो वो क्या होगा? Debit. Drawings account क्या होंगी? Debit, because ये personal account को denote करता है. यहाँ ये डेबिट होगा और कैश अकाउंट क्रेडिट होगा, बिकॉज ऑफिस में से कैश जा रहा है. सो वी विल राइट हियर drawings account debit to cash account, and we will write the amount that is 10,000. And here the narration is withdrew amount for personal use. Next we have May 15. On May 15 we have received commission. Received commission means whenever we are receiving commission, so this is an income for us, commission. And then we are receiving commission and cash is coming, so it is real account. Cash is coming, so it will be debited, and commission is our income, and income belongs to nominal account, and it will be credited because all incomes are credited. Now we will write here cash account debit because cash is coming, and to commission account. So we will write here income received as commission. And the amount is 2,000. So we will make here the total. After every question, total is compulsory. So here the total is 1,06,000. So both sides total will 10. It will be same on the both sides. So this is the question of journal with some more concepts, some new concepts. So keep trying and keep practicing.